Welcome back, YouTubers. This is British Fist's preview of TNA's biggest pay-per-view event of the year, Bound for Glory. I am Mr. Parkin, sporting my England shirt for today. This guy sitting next to me, it's NJ.
What's up?
What's up, NJ? What's up to you guys are there? Make sure you subscribe. Up above there, click that subscribe button, like this video, and get your thoughts on TNA Bound for Glory 2011 down in that comment section below.
Make sure you contact us in the links in the drip box below.
Yes, and I think the most important question on this Bound for Glory series is really, is Jeff Jarrett going to have a match?
Hell no.
Yeah, I hope not either. Shall we just move on?
Let's go.
Right, firstly, let's touch a little bit on the build. What have your thoughts been watching Impact for the last 4 or 5 weeks of the build going into this pay-per-view, the biggest pay-per-view of TNA's calendar?
Majority of matches, when we go into more details, we talk about the matches, they've all had build that has made these matches on the card to look forward to.
Especially the main event.
Maybe.
This card is very stacked. TNA have managed to get most of their guys on there, the more important guys, apart from like Pope and people like that. But there's a lot of gimmick matches on this pay-per-view, isn't there? Which I wasn't expecting too much of. I think sometimes if you have too many gimmick matches, it can really affect the way the card goes. As for build, though, I think the build has been relatively good. You've got a lot of feuds there which have been built quite well. The way TNA work their shows, it's sometimes hard for them to showcase all of their feuds, but I think they've done most of them well, and some of them I don't really give a shit about. But
well, as for the gimmick matches, I think as we talk about the matches, the gimmick matches make sense to the match they're in. So to be honest, I'm fine with the gimmick matches.
Yeah, and also another question is, which match is going to be the main event? Is it going to be the match that has been featured on the main event on Impact every week and Sting Hogan, or is it the match which I feel has been built the best in Bobby Roode and Kurt Angle?
Well, there is only one action I can do.
That's not going to be the main event, brother. It's going to be Angle versus Roode. Please, 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 please do that. Anyway, let's go on to the card. We're going to start off with a match we don't really give a shit about because TNA's tag team division has really dwindled, in our opinion, since Beer Money has broken up. Now, although Beer Money needed to break up to really enhance that main event scene, I do feel the tag team division has not really flourished at all. You've seen guys like Generation Me go, the Motor City Machine Guns are, one of them is injured. Just this match I don't really care about.
We'll talk about the build. The only build that I've really seen from this is that attack in the tattoo salon. That was just it, really.
They haven't been on TV for like 4 months. That's why I don't give a shit about it. Mexican America versus Inc. 2 tag teams I really don't care about for the tag team championships. And I don't really get who wins. I think Inc. opens up more values if Inc. wins. I can see Mexican America winning.
With the way I see it, Inc. don't really deserve it because they've not been here, so I'll say Mexican America.
One thing we will say here at the British Fist, give the tag team championships to British Invasion, please, because we don't care about this match. If British Invasion were in there, we would give a shit about this match. Do you want to move on? You got any more thoughts?
Let's move on.
Yes. Next match is another match which hasn't been built the best. It's mainly because Jerry Lynn isn't a full-time part of TNA's roster. It's RVD versus Jerry Lynn in a Full Metal Mayhem match. When did this feud become so intense that it was worth a Full Metal Mayhem match?
All the involvement Jerry Lynn's been involved in them matches, I guess they need something to put an end to it. And the way I see it, there's only one clear winner, and that is Rob Van Dam.
Yes, RVD himself. The build for this hasn't been... They had Jerry Lynn interfering in RVD's matches, which was good. The build has not been so-so. They had a match at Destination X, which I thought was very good. It's just a shame that TNA can't seem to move on for Destination X. They have to do this at Bound for Glory as well. But I will say this. The Full Metal Mayhem aspect of it will make this match good. We know RVD is very good with weapon usage and weapon innovation, so I expect this match to be good. I just wish that TNA weren't playing on rivalries which were done in 1999 in ECW.
All I can say is that the weapon usage is going to be good because we know how, as has been said, both of them can actually get hit with the weapon and take it strongly. But Jerry Lynn, I just don't think he's going to be that kind of guy.
We'll see how this match goes. RVD has to win this one.
Bother them all the way.
Yeah. Next is the TNA Knockouts Championship. Usually I would care about the knockouts. But the fact that Madison Rayne and Velvet Sky are in this match really don't make me not care about it. We have Winter, who is the champion, who has not been on TV and featured that prominently at all, versus Velvet Sky versus Mickie James versus Madison Rayne. I'd rather see Angelina and Terra in there in place of Velvet Sky and Madison Rayne, but I think the fact Velvet Sky is in there is really telling me the fact they're going to make Velvet Sky win.
Well, when I look at this match, I'm thinking that the way I would do it is have Winter retain.
Yeah.
I would do that all the way because, to be honest, yeah, Mickie James is great and all, but she's had it all, she's done it, she's great and all, so I'll say Winter retain. But as you said, there's a big chance that they're going to make Velvet Sky have her short title reign.
The Kelly of TNA is going to win. They have the whole Queen's Qualifier thing, which is decent build because you had a segment every week with the knockout. So it's not got bad build. It's just I don't care about it too much because Velvet Sky and Madison Rain are in there. I think better knockouts could have been in this match.
It would have been more of an exciting match. And plus, it's their biggest pay-per-view of the year. So to have bigger divas or knockouts in this match, it would have been better.
Definitely. Samoa Joe versus Crimson versus Matt Morgan. I like Crimson, I like Samoa Joe, and I like Morgan. So I should care about this match.
But the question is on this match, is this the end of Crimson's undefeated streak?
No, it's not. Either Crimson will pin someone or he will not get pinned. Samoa Joe has faced Crimson and Matt Morgan in singles competition now on Impact and at pay-per-views. The bill for this has not been bad. Samoa Joe was booked as this real strong monster. Crimson and Morgan have been booked okay. So I just don't like this idea of having it as a triple threat. But at least I think the match will be decent. And it's a good way of getting all three of those guys on the card.
The go-home show leading to this match didn't do this match a hell of a lot of justice, but it gave us the match. And the way I'm looking at it is that it could be a Samoa Joe win pinning someone else. Maybe, yeah.
I think Crimson and Morgan should really win this, in my opinion. But we'll see what happens. It should be a decent match. Samoa Joe, they're all good workers. Crimson and Morgan have the ability to draw money in the future, so who knows who'll win this. Next match is a match which we would have in the middle of the card to just tear the fucking house down. It's AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels in an I Quit match. Your thoughts going into this match?
Okay, this is the match that I would say personally has the most build because they've had match after match after match. So you've seen that they've had this big rivalry, this big wanting to face each other. So having them face each other in an I Quit match is definitely going to pick who's the one that is hopefully going to be their final match better than the other.
Yeah, AJ Styles and Daniels, they always have good matches. They had a match at Destination X which was pretty good. I think the way their history has gone has enabled this match to be better than the actual build it's been given, in my opinion. But I still expect a good match. Hopefully they'll give this match time and they'll put it in the middle of the card just to tear the house down because it's one of those matches that can really do that. And it's one of the matches I am looking forward to, despite the feud itself being a bit questionable with Daniels going heel again and going off of AJ Styles and all that kind of shit. So hopefully they'll end this match with AJ winning and have Daniels move the fuck on from this and maybe help X Division guys or something.
Because the way I do see this is you are right. AJ should be the winner because it'd be AJ basically saying to Chris Daniels, "That's it. You quit being I'm better than you."
Yeah, and AJ is the better draw than Christopher Daniels. I don't care what you guys say about their wrestling ability. AJ Styles has the better fan reaction and the better draw. So there we go. Next is the X Division Championship between Austin Aries and Brian Kendrick. Now, I don't like Brian Kendrick being in this match. I, like you, would rather have seen Alex Shelley. But they did have a good match at No Surrender. One of the matches of the night, in my opinion. So I expect more the same here, and I expect Austin Aries to win it.
Two things about this. Number one, that now they're having their match against each other again, what they're going to try and do is try and beat their match they had at the last pay-per-view. And I'm thinking, instead of trying to beat the match just had, why not have Austin Aries versus someone different instead of having to try and beat a match you already had?
Yeah. But I expect the match to be good. It's one of the matches I'm actually looking forward to seeing. Some X Division action, I always love it. Hopefully it'll be kind of high on the card. Highlight Austin Aries as a real, good champion as we know he is. Austin Aries should win this. Then he can move on to someone like an Alex Shelley further down the line. Maybe even a newer guy like Zema Ion or Jesse Sorensen down the line. Who knows?
Austin Aries would be a great person to win this match and go and have better matches with other opponents.
Yep. Next match is Anderson versus Bully Ray in a Philadelphia street fight back in ECW country where Bully Ray or Bubba Ray or whatever you want to call it was made famous. Your thoughts going into this match then?
Again, it's a match I'm looking forward to because me personally, I'm a fan of both of them. So to have my two favourite wrestlers going against each other, I'm looking forward to see what the outcome is. And I'm thinking it could go either way because one, it's in Bully Ray's hometown and where he started. And Mr. Anderson, he needs to put an end to this, so it could go either way.
I do feel Anderson and Bully Ray need to finish their rivalry. That is a must for me. So Anderson can move on and Bully Ray can move on. With it being a street fight, I do expect some Immortal involvement. But with it being in the home of ECW, I can't help but feel that TNA will give the win to Bully Ray. With the fact I didn't think their last match they had was the greatest match. But I think with the addition of a street fight, it could be a decent match. So I'll say it'll be a good match, depending on how well they use the weapons and stuff. I expect Anderson to win, but I have a feeling they might just make Bully Ray.
Shut up! Anderson's going to win. Yeah, I'm trying to be Bully Ray there. That's
Mister!
Shut up!
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll shut up. And then we get to what we want to call the British Fist semi-main event. Sting versus Hogan for the control of TNA.
And
now,
the big question is, the big thing is, we don't know who's going to win because obviously we have Sting who's been built up to be this person to take out Hogan. Yep. We've had Hogan who's
back surgeries 8 times and can't take a bump.
And spoiler alert, sign a 2-year contract.
Yes, so the way this match has gone, I do feel that Hogan may win this, but I actually don't know what's going to happen. And the fact that it's for the control of TNA, it's TNA's way of trying to make this match stand out a bit more than just 2 old guys in the ring together. So I don't really know who's going to win this. As for the build, this match has been building up for like a long time now. This has probably been the longest built match on this card, no matter what what you look at it. So, it's just going to be 2 old guys in the ring. Hogan's not going to be taking any bumps. Expect a lot of crowd psychology, not too much wrestling, maybe some overbooking there, some guys interfering. That's what I expect. I don't expect a great wrestling match. I just expect a good crowd psychology match, maybe like an old school style match.
I agree with that, and the way I look at it, my personal winner, just to make this make sense, sadly would be Hogan.
Yeah, it would have to be Hogan for me too. So
then he can go on and carry on with his job, because the whole storyline of giving back to Dixie Carter, so I think Hogan's going to continue, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll spend as little time on that match as we could, because next we have what we consider the main event, and that is Bobby Roode versus Kurt Angle for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Now, we have to go back to the Bound for Glory series, really, with this one, don't we? The way the Bound for Glory series has built up Bobby Roode as this real good baby face, going up against probably the best wrestler in the world. The way they built Bobby Roode throughout this whole thing with video packages and going against his Fortune members and building up the feud between them two with Roode and Mike and, with James Storm and Angle there. This is the match I'm looking forward to most. I'm just saying that now.
Well, the tournament definitely built up Bobby Roode greatly. Then he had to go against his friends. Yep. So I think both tournament and going against his friends has built him up to be this credible opponent for Kurt Angle. And there's the big chance that he's going to beat Kurt Angle and become the new champion.
The way it's been built, I believe Bobby Roode is going to win. And if TNA are going to make this pay-per-view stand out and really move themselves forward with their company, they need a guy like Bobby Roode to win, because he's a new guy in there. He's a guy that people like. He's a guy that people can relate to. Allow him to win the title. I just hope to God they don't have James Storm interfere in the match and cost him the title and do it that way, because that would be really bad for me. Allow Bobby Roode to win that title clean in a good, clean match with Kurt Angle, and then have them feud afterwards and turn him heel then.
The way I see this is going to get pretty sad, because they built up Bobby Roode in such a brilliant way. Yes. They've made us believe that he can become the champion, and the TNA could bring us big disappointment by making Angle defeat him and say that I told you I'm better than you, and then maybe go off and make Bobby Roode go against other opponents to rebuild himself back up.
Roode has to win this in order for this pay-per-view to be good, in my opinion.
It wouldn't be.
It has to be the standout thing. Bobby Roode holding that title at the end of the show, that will make Bound for Glory stand out, in my opinion, and be a real eye-opener for TNA in terms of the future of their company and building new stars like James Storm and Bobby Roode. So,
because Kurt Angle would be doing his choice by putting Bobby Roode over and as the new main event guy. Yeah.
So that's pretty much all the matches announced. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts going into this pay-per-view then? Just overall, do you think this pay-per-view can be good? What needs to happen in order for this pay-per-view to be like a good pay-per-view, like a B material, maybe A material pay-per-view for you?
Well, I think as well as having all these interesting matches, the order of the matches need to be correct. Yes. Just have a nice flow and good towards the main event.
They need to do their show right, don't they?
They do. That's the main thing. And the thing is, they need to make the matches not too full with action. Like when they bring Immortal in, don't make Immortal take over the show, the matches. Just keep it nice and stay between the wrestlers in the match.
Clean finishes, no Russo overbooking. Have the matches go a long time. Have the correct matches go a long time. The main event needs to go a long time. AJ Daniels needs to go a long time. The X Division Championship needs to go on a fair amount of time. Some of the matches in this card I'm not really looking forward to, but there's a couple I am, and there's a couple I do like to see. So for me, I'm looking forward to Bound for Glory on Sunday, and I hope you guys are. Are you looking forward to this show?
It's been built up nicely. It's got me wanting to see certain matches. It's done its job, so yes.
Our first Bound for Glory at the British Fist, and we will be reviewing it on Sunday night. So you've checked out our predictions. Make sure you check out our review on Sunday. Get your thoughts on TNA Bound for Glory in that comment section below. And NJ, any more thoughts and end this video for us, will you?
they're my thoughts. They're Dan's thoughts. So that's been it from the British Fist. 2 words for you: good and bye.